If you want to roar as if you were the thunder god yourself, I'm not asking about roaring in the jungle. I'm simply asking you to roar on the stage. And if you want to roar as if you were the thunder god yourself, you got to pay attention, you got to observe, you're going to listen to me. So without any further ado, let's dive deeper into this crash course of public speaking, where you are going to pick up a few important tools, and these tools might help you in the future in order to help you become a better speaker, an artistic speaker. So point number one. Confidence. I understand that. When you go on the stage, all those staring eyes, fear of being judged, fear of your superiors. Perhaps you have got bitter past experiences, past indiscretions. You had this nerve-wracking experience in the past. All those things are haunting you every night, every day, because your presentation is coming up. So how do you build confidence? Just a minute. Wonderful tea. How do you build confidence? Listen to me. Confidence is just a belief you have on yourself, on your abilities. If you don't know something, you don't know something. If you don't understand that, you don't understand that. You can always work on it. You can always improve yourself. You can always hone your skills. Every day, practicing, right kind of practice though, brick by brick, you can build yourself. So confidence is that belief you have on yourself. And it's a skill. You need to keep honing it. In spite of all the anxiety, all the nervousness, even if you're trembling, because people don't care out there. They simply care, what's in it for me? Why should I listen to this man? Even if you lose confidence, even if you're sweating, even if you have got all these anxieties on this planet Earth, speak. For God's sake, speak. Take action every day. Leave your home every day with an empty bag. Come back with a few achievements every day. Massive action every day. Don't be haunted every night. Just massive action every day. That's how you build your confidence. Take phone, video record yourself. Take a challenge, as I've taken. No cut in the middle of video. It's going to be in one go. Even if I fumble, even if I make a mistake, not a problem. You judge me, not a problem. I'm going to do it. That's how we build confidence. Taking massive actions and believing that we can do it, not a problem. If not once, understand that your first and 100th attempt will be different, right? So keep on doing it. Massive actions every day. Video record yourself. You're speaking, you're afraid of speaking before people. Speak before a guy, then couple of guys, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. In spite of all the anxieties, because people do not care. They are simply thinking all the time, what's in it for me? For God's sake, believe in yourself and take actions every day. Let all those people judge you, because even if you do nothing, they are still judging you. So let them judge you. You stop wasting your time thinking they are judging me. Speak before your superiors. Speak before people. Share experiences. Even if you're trembling, share stories. Share the information they want to know. Just do it. And do not believe this idea. Whosoever said, perhaps Amy Cuddy, fake it till you make it. No. You cannot simply build the facade. Right. You have to develop your personality as a whole. So micro adventure, macro adventure, put yourself under constant pressure. That's how you build confidence. Number two, since we observe so many people day in, day out, speaking on the stage, speaking before the camera, I believe still many people lack common sense. If they are speaking, they don't simply observe. They don't pay attention whether their listeners are listening to them or not. They simply speak for the sake of speaking. Oh, come on. Have some common sense. Look at your audience. If you think they are not enjoying, they're not listening, they're not learning anything, pivot, for God's sake. Pivot. Do something. Do rehearsals. Do practice. But pivot. Be the most enthusiastic person in the room. But pivot. Have some common sense. Just share interesting experiences. As I said, people are always thinking, what's in it for me? So they are not concerned about you. They are concerned about themselves. Number three, structuring. Now, so many people, again, they keep telling us, oh, we have got this paradox of choices. When we start speaking, we don't know where to stop. I understand that, because we have so many things to say and you cannot share everything. Less is more in public speaking. Not my so much favorite politician. I shouldn't be talking about it. Let's stick to structuring. So how do you structure your talk? Simply say in the beginning of your conversation or presentation or whatever it is, I've got one thing to say, two things to say, three things to say. Now, your listeners know you're going to share one thing or two things or three things. And your brain understands, okay, kill the paradox of choices. I'm going to talk about a thing or two things or three things. That's how you structure your talk. And there is another way. Number 2, acronyms. Use acronyms. Like I've written one of the acronyms here, BEP. Now, what the hell is this BEP? I don't even remember, but I remember B and P here. B is burning desire to improve. Should you wish to decide anything, you have to have that burning desire to improve. Perhaps I should replace E with S. What is the S now? Single-mindedness. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. So I've talked about B, I've talked about S, but P here is the most important thing. Persistence. You got to be persistent. In terms of building your confidence, you got to be persistent. In order to be a better speaker, you got to be persistent. Video record yourself, audio record yourself, analyze all your performances and improve brick by brick. Number 4, vary your pace, roller coaster ride. Even if you're the most enthusiastic person in the room, you cannot just keep on speaking in the same flow because people get bored with the same recipe. So at times, you got to vary your pace. At times, you're going to go slow. At times, you'll be fast. Go slow, you'll be fast. Take pauses. He who sleeps in noise awakens in the silence. So pauses are goddamn important. They're so important. And when you take pauses, people are able to comprehend your ideas. They're able to fathom, oh, that's what he said. So before saying something important, after saying something important, pause. As I said, he who sleeps in noise awakens in silence. Silence is important. It's very important. Do you remember all those spooky movies? There's this complete silence. Then boom, all of a sudden something happens. Next is storytelling. What is the difference between humans and animals? Animals can also communicate, but we humans can tell stories. Everything is a story. Our brain has evolved for storytelling. All the fables, religions, cultures, they have written, they have created, they have told stories. It's so important. Our brain somehow loves stories. Let me tell you this urban legend. In the summers of 2019, Friday night, I was sitting in the bar of New York, binge drinking tequila. Having fun. Now to my luck, a beautiful girl came and sat next to me. Wow, she was extremely pretty. I offered her a drink. She said yes. We started conversing. We kept conversing for hours and hours and hours. And she became cozy. We went up in the room. What happened next? I cannot share that. But the next morning, I woke up with the most shocking news of my life. What I realized, my one kidney was missing. Oh my God. What the fuck has just happened? I was enjoying last night. I was having drinks. We had a lovely, lovely night. Now I'm waking up in the morning with my one kidney missing. I couldn't believe myself. So I read this story in one of the books, and later this guy realizes that this girl was from a kidney racket. So tell stories. People love stories. Everything is a story. Hone your storytelling skills. If you're not doing that, they might not feel connected. They might feel that something is missing. So create stories, create a conflict, create some plot, add some characters, and have fun. Like think like a movie maker. It's a movie. And in your movie, you're a director, you are an actor, and you are a writer. And go out there and tell stories. Share your life stories. Share someone else's stories. But do share stories. Next, always and always summarize your talk. You're presenting on the stage. You've talked about so many things. But if you forget to summarize, people might forget a few important things because human brain is distracted these days. Everybody is distracted. Even one notification may distract us. And we are distracted beings. Gone are the days when we had this focus for 8, 10, 12 hours. Gone are the days of hunter-gathering. These days, humans are distracted. So you got to summarize your talk. You got to summarize your presentation. When you do that, you bring your audience again in your talk. And they say, oh, that's what you talked about. And they say, oh, thank you so much. Always, always, and always summarize, especially your important presentations. So let me summarize a few important things here. First of all, confidence. Build the skill. And how you build it? By taking massive actions every day. Number 2, have common sense. Or come on, if your audience, if they're not enjoying it, pivot. You do something so that they could enjoy. Next, we talked about structuring, how important this is to structure your talk. Then you got to vary your pace, roller coaster ride. Sometimes you're fast, sometimes you're slow. You're doing certain things just to maintain the tempo, just to sustain, because you have grabbed the attention in the beginning. Now you want to sustain that attention. To sustain that attention, you need to vary your pace, roller coaster ride. Then next, we talked about pauses. I was on the plane. I was basically going to Vegas. And I was enjoying. There was this beautiful air hostess. I ordered wine. I was on the cloud 9. Vegas, wine, beautiful air hostess. What else I could have wished for? But hang on. All of a sudden, there was an announcement. Plane is gonna crash. Plane is gonna crash. I started praying to God. God, please save me. I'll stop drinking wine. I'll stop looking at girls. God, please save me. But boom. Plane crashes. You see, I talked about pauses. Pauses are important. You go and watch important movies. Just after an interesting scene, there is a pause because people want to be curious. Make them curious with your pauses. Then we talked about storytelling, importance of storytelling. Then you're going to summarize your talk. And another point, the most important one, analyze your performance every day. That's why I asked you to video record yourself, audio record yourself, hire yourself a good coach so that you could work upon it. You could analyze your performance and just keep on improving till your last breath, because public speaking is the most important skill. Whatever you are, whether you're a plumber, entrepreneur, architect, anything. You can be anything on this planet, but if you don't know, if you're not good at public speaking, you're going to miss a big picture. So remember that. Do not forget to hone this most important skill, public speaking. And now, I want to have a cup of tea. It's getting cold. I'll see you in the next video. You want to ask me something? Ask in the comment section. You want to abuse me? Not a problem. I'm not going to delete your comment. You want to criticize me? Keep criticizing me day in, day out. I'll accept that as a feedback, right? But do comment if you can. And now let me have a tea.